Terrana. This is a world where magic comes alive, where people live alongside mystical creatures with magical powers. These creatures are known to all as Mystimon. Some fear these creatures, but others imprint them and call upon them to fight by their side. Mystimon are found all over this world, but this world is under siege by forces from beyond and within. Ghosts, demons, horrific eldritch terrors from beyond this world, and an evil cult worshipping unknowable and terrible beings. Now, an enigmatic group of investigators sets out to stop these incursions and defend the world from the terrors of the void, as they work to end the machinations of a madman in Mystimon Saga: Hidden Archives. We're back. When we last left off, Rat, this thing is looking down at you as it's gripping you tightly in its long tail. Its jaws are opening wide, and it is going to try to swallow whole. And as it tries to swallow whole, you see this bright flash of yellow light just suddenly engulf you. And
Ducky, I you know what? You're cool. I appreciate you. You're a fun person to play with. But why? Why did you set this idea? Anyways,
what happened?
I'll save my crash out for later.
So you are going to need to make an athletics check, but you're going to do it with fortune. Any +2. Circumstance bonus.
Can I refuse this gift?
Do you really want to refuse this gift and risk angering the Yellow King?
Damn. You're right.
So,
here's my other.
So we take the higher roll. So just as its jaws come right over you and it starts to engulf you, suddenly you slip right through its slimy, mucus covered tail and manage to fall to the ground and escape the swallow hole. You are no longer restrained, you are no longer grabbed.
Yippee! And nothing happened. There is no consequence at all for this help. Smiles.
Make a will save for unnerved.
And nothing bad ever happened. Smiles. Oh!
If you rolls just a 20 on the die.
If you gaslight fate, fate will oblige.
You roll a 20 on the die as you're like, thank you, Hastor. Thank you. Thank you, Hastor. I am sorry I ever talked bad about you.
Ducky, you're cool. I appreciate you playing the table. But why did you have to give him that idea?
Willow, you can have a story point. Okay, so now the creature is perturbed with Willow. It comes over and...
Karma, I guess.
Yes, it is karma. So this is what it's going to do. It's going to do Tormenting Strike. Once per turn, the hunting horror uses its telepathic barrage and then makes a strike against you. against the same target. So it now makes a telepathic barrage against you, Willow. Please make that will save. It is a big will save. Just click the button. That is a critical failure.
No.
You take double the damage.
Ouch.
And you are unnerved 2 and stunned 2.
Ow. No.
Let's go take a quick. Yep. It puts you at a nerve 5. Please make me a will save.
Oh my gosh. Wait, how did I get to 5?
You get used.
You took you were at 3. You were at 3. Now you are at 5.
Oh.
Crit failure.
Oh.
Hey, you're part of the crew now.
But since you went from 4 to 5, make another one.
Part of the crew, part of the ship.
Oh god. Was it a critical fail?
It was a 1 on the die. I am rolling random badness.
Yep, and if I remember correctly, that is a fully permanent madness.
My star is pissed off at me.
Like I was about to say, if anything, like this is basically just the game's way of like paying Willow back for saving Wrath.
Oh god, murderous impulse.
Willow, are you becoming
die too?
Are you becoming a serial killer?
Like no, Wrath. Like I was about to say, Willow gave the idea to bloody save you from the bloody flying tail, but then the dice basically had your fury directed to her for a nat 1 on madness.
Called karma.
Yes, this is karma.
I didn't
think like normally the freaking madness. And the thing, normally the madness would only last as long as the nerves is a thing, but since it's a crit failure, it's permanent.
So you just have murder. Oh my god, we're gonna have to work with a serial killer.
Oh my god.
I
will
will
go into overtime therapist.
Dude, this is gonna be like.
I will go over what this actually is later.
Dude, Mystimon Saga is gonna turn into Dexter sooner or later.
Oh my god.
Oh god, no.
Willow become a serial killer.
Yeah, I'm the one trying to drive myself mad. What the fuck?
Listen, just start trying to fuck over your teammates.
No, that goes against.
If I wanted to do that, I would have done that last one by fleeing instead.
Moral.
So, okay, now that we've stopped laughing,
Oh god.
Sound like it.
God, like the instant karma, just like the instant karma, just like Soma. If you see this, bloody clip this.
Yes, clip this, please.
Like clip this with the context so that everyone can know the power of the 0th Amendment.
So what just happened, Willow? You suddenly, you just happened to glance over at Rat, and that rage that was born inside you by your deity Nimbloth has come back, and you feel this urge. He needs to die.
Odd.
Willow, are you okay?
Oh, yes. It's just like really ironic that that's what I got.
If anything, this just goes to show that not just the characters are insane, the players are insane too.
Yeah.
I like to, because remember, Willow's like I like to imagine Willow's a gentle giant, like, right, won't hurt anybody, except for Rat.
Yeah.
Sometimes the dice just tell the story. As you guys are fond of saying. I'm giving a story point just for sportsmanship. I'm giving a story point to both Rat and I May.
Oh, thank you.
Just for being like, you know what? Thank you for going with the story.
Oh yeah, no, I'm all fine for it. Like I'm memeing a little bit about it, but like at the end of the day, I don't really mind. It's funny.
It is funny. So
at the end of the day, we'll heal for the bit.
At this point, suddenly the door on the you just realized there's a door there on the back of the council hall that you didn't see before, and it opens, and standing there in the doorway is Fleur. And she's hurrying you to get inside. Get inside quickly. What in the world is that? Get inside quickly.
First time.
What was that?
First time.
Like falling down.
With you guys, I've learned to just go with it. Get. So I am going to end the encounter there as you hurry after Fleur and get your butts inside the council hall, and you also see this Sife, and you actually recognize this Sife. You recognize her from the election. This is Mier Avaloth, and as you come in, Fleur says, "What are you all doing here?" This is Mier. She's a good friend of mine. I traveled with her for a long time ago. She has a hard time with New Terran, though, so she mainly speaks in Sife. What are you all doing here?
We're trying to investigate what's going on around here in the Palace District.
You're investigating what's going on with Luna? And
Wait. And it's definitely noticeable that Ada's got a few nuts, bolts, and a few bits of screws loose. Like she's basically missing the entire mechanism.
Yeah, don't mind my friends. They're a little shaken up after seeing the Void Terror. At first, it's it's scary, but you get used to it.
Just why is there Void Terror? Why is there even Void Terror here?
Exactly. Once you lose your mind, you get used to it. I've lost mine a long time ago. Well, we ain't here talking about me.
Okay. She says, keep it quiet. Irene and Carrie are right. I also have my suspicions of some of our fellow council members. Mier here is about the only other one here that I trust other than Kyrene and Luna and Carrie. She also has her suspicions of her fellow Ocean Kingdoms representative, Winrin Dolmovloth. So needless to say, you really don't know who can be trusted here. But we'll try to help you as best as we can. So you now gain an edge point that you can use at any time. You can use this edge point at any time to have Fleur and Mier create a diversion for you or anything that you might need them to do to help you in this infiltration. So
just like,
what are you doing?
Red is trying to calm down Ada. So it's like, hey Ada, you good?
My law is just like,
and like, if anything, Ada is
staring at Rat.
And if anything, Ada's more or less just kind of like jumping. So if anything, Ada's more or less just kind of like jumping between different languages. One of which does happen to be Sife.
Does happen to be Sife, and when you speak in Sife, Mier looks at you. And what are you saying, Sife?
Yeah, like if anything, like she's still more or less questioning why in the hell is there a flying tail heel of all places.
Okay. So, do you continue on your way? She points you to where you could find Councilor Bradus' office, as well as the offices of all the other suspects on your list. And she said you might want to focus on Councilor Bradus first.
I focus on the council. Council. Yeah.
So, if that is all, if that's all for your little conversation with Fleur and Mier, as you
I cast an all over healing spell.
very good idea.
Yeah, very good idea.
Very good idea.
I have a very deep boo-boo.
Is that what he calls it?
Do you want me to kiss it better?
No. I want a magic spell, please. They sure hurt.
Makoto, you could have a story point.
Maybe kissing it better is part of the healing spell.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
I'll leave that up to you.
As you continue on and go in the direction that Fleur directed you down, at one point, Makoto, you get pulled aside into a small room by this beautiful woman with long blonde hair and bright blue eyes, closes the door after you. I sense that you are troubled, the woman says matter-of-factly. 2 of your friends have been seduced by the void. You want to help them, but you don't know how. I can help you. The void is encroaching and invading this world. It is high time for the gods to take notice and to act. She continues as she points to your religious symbol to Debrial. And with a perception check, please make me a perception check. You are looking into this woman's eyes as you feel as though you are swimming in a sea of stars through the black of space. And as you do, the woman smiles. Keep your dreams bright and follow the stars. They will guide your way. In a flash of bright light, this woman is suddenly gone, and you stand alone in this small room. As you look around, you find your religious symbol lying on the floor. Do you lean down to pick it up? Makoto?
Pardon?
Do you lean down to pick up your religious symbol off the floor?
Yes.
It begins to glow a soft whitish yellow light, and you hear a voice echoing in your mind say, "You will be the guiding light to bring balance to your group. Use your light to guide your friends away from the dark." Makoto, you now gain a mythic calling, as you have been blessed by Debrial to be her champion against the forces of the void and the ancient ones.
I accept.
That sounds like a lot better deal than what we have.
Well, you turn to the dark ones.
Like, I was about to say, especially considering how Ada has, what was it, like a literal fragment of the thing that we just cut off from the last session still with her.
I forgot about that.
So, as you enter the room, the Councilor Bradus' office, you find it neat and orderly. Everything on her desk is arranged in a very specific and neat and organized way. Her desk is devoid of most personal objects aside from a photo of Cuthbert's father, but not a single photo of him can be found anywhere in the room. You look everywhere, you can't find a single photo of Cuthbert anywhere. Lining the walls are shelves of books. There are not even any papers on her desk. In the far right corner, there's a filing cabinet with 4 drawers. So, what do? You can make a perception check to try, search around this room. What do you want to search specifically? As you're rolling perception checks, what do you want to search?
Filing cabinet?
You want to search the filing cabinet. So you find that all but the bottom drawer is unlocked and able to be opened. You don't really find anything of interest in the top 3 drawers, but the bottom drawer is locked.
I wonder if we have a friend who can unlock this.
You do, but he's gone to the bathroom again.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm
Rat,
here. I'm
make a thievery
oh.
check.
Oh
I
god.
wasn't sure if we were all there or if it was just Makoto.
Oh no, it's Makoto's chance to shine.
No, everyone's here. Everyone's here.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I was having Makoto have her chance.
Oh, yeah. I thought
Anyways,
maybe we were somewhere else.
Makoto asked Rat, just like, "Oh, hey, can you lockpick?" Rat's just gonna give her a look. Really? right? We are like nearby the legal government officials. You're telling me, like, I'll do it, but like, don't tell anybody that I was the one to do this.
Well, that's why I said it the way I said it.
So, you just rolled a thievery check. Okay, you're one to click. Keep going. Roll another.
I got this.
You got this.
I don't got this.
Totally got this. You totally got this.
At least it didn't break this time.
You didn't. It didn't break. You didn't break. So it's just taking a little longer.
Let's go.
Yeah, you hear that? You hear that second click, and it opens.
Click.
But as you do, suddenly, okay, let's see. Suddenly, objects all around the room start spinning. It starts spinning in clouds of debris all around you, and I am now going to add everyone to the initiative tracker. Because you have activated a trap.
Oh, we should. There's no initiative counter.
I am going ahead. I'll go ahead and activate the battle map. Okay, we got a good initiative out of Makoto. Makoto is at the top of the list.
I'm at the bottom.
So eager.
Yeah, Rat is like, it was just totally not ready for this telekinetic swarm.
Literally, I was like, oh, hey, I'm going to describe how cool Rat opens the lock. And then you're like, all right, cool. Anyways, trap. I'm like, huh.
So, but Makoto was ready for this. Makoto, since you were so ready for this, you can make me an occultism check. You're not quite sure why Councilor Bradus would have created this trap, but perhaps you get a clue when suddenly a hologram of Veira Bradus appears, speaking in a pre-recorded voice. Kyrene, you just couldn't help yourself. Snoopy around where your nose doesn't belong. I do hope you enjoyed the little gift I left behind for you. You think you know anything? I assure you, you know nothing. I hope the empty death takes you and you drown in a sea of your own worthlessness and nothingness.
Oh, that's rude.
Yeah, but there it is again, the empty death.
So, what do you do, Makoto? So, how traps work? They are hazards. And you can make me a thievery check to try to disable it, or you could try to cast Dispel Magic if you have it, because this is a magical trap. So what do you want to do about this trap? You could also, well, yeah, you said you were casting a swarm of heal spells, so we'll put Rat back at max. So what do you do, Makoto?
Do have Dispel Magic.
You do have Dispel Magic? Oh, good.
Yeah.
You can cast that at his 6th rank. So let's go ahead and do that. Bring up Makoto's sheet, and we'll go ahead and...
I was scrolling, and I'm like, where is it? And I'm like, oh, wait, it's at the top where all my spells that are active for the day.
So we'll go ahead and move that to 6th rank and reset it so you can cast it at 6th rank. And that allows you to try to counteract this. And you cast Dispel Magic and to counteract the telekinetic decorations, the objects, and you manage to disable that. So, you have disabled it. You've disabled it for now. So you get to look at Rat and be like, well, be more careful.
Teamwork.
Be more careful, Rat.
You know, yeah, you say this, meanwhile Makoto was the one that told me to unlock it.
I did tell him to unlock it. I didn't tell him, check for traps first.
Yeah.
I guess I assumed that would be common sense, but...
Check for traps first, Rat.
Common sense and Rat do not mix.
No, but fair enough, though. To be fair, I didn't...
Saying.
So,
to be fair, yeah.
Inside the drawer, you find a lockbox, which is also locked. Of course, it's called a lockbox for a reason. But this time it's not trapped. You check it over, Rat, and yeah, it's not trapped. And clearly she did not expect anyone to get past the first trap. On top of the lid of this lockbox is an ornate golden relief of a crow. This is the same symbol of the Circle of Crowls that you have seen a lot in this case. So, Rat, go ahead and make me a thievery check to try to pick this lock.
First off, let me look to see if there's any traps.
Find
looked.
another.
There's none.
Find another cool magic item.
Cool.
Find more
There you go.
loot.
I'm
Ah!
The pick breaks.
Uh,
Oh no.
But you
I feel
can't
like
you can't spend a story
No.
point to re-roll that, so the pick doesn't
Yeah.
break. Hopefully,
I will.
Yes.
I will.
you have plenty of story points.
Yeah, I do.
yes.
So that's much better. That is a 35. But you're having a hard time with this lock. This seems to be a pretty decent lock.
I
So
got
try
this.
again. Yeah, you've got
I
this. You
believe.
got this.
I believe in you.
Do you, Willow?
Are you
No.
kidding me? That's a
I
story
mean-
point.
Story
Willow
point
might
again.
not, but Willow might not, but I do as a player.
Okay.
Ducky,
You hear one
Ducky,
click.
I'm starting to think you're my bad luck charm sometimes.
Oh,
No
I
offense.
don't know.
So you hear
How
one
about you
click.
take a couple steps back and give him some space?
Yes.
Breathing down his neck is not going to make him work faster.
No.
Of course not.
All
Of
right.
course not.
No.
I'm all out of story points.
You're out of story points. But luckily you
but
didn't
doesn't
need one
matter.
this time.
Oh, nice.
And you hear another click, and there you go. The lock is picked. You open the
Right.
box, and the first you see two objects inside. The first is a large locket in the shape of Nimbaloth's religious symbol, inside of which is a photo of Cuthbert, but when he was an infant. Curious. And the second item that you find is a letter in a fancy envelope with a Duskelvish design. The letter is written in Duskelvish. Does anyone happen to know Duskelvish?
Wait, what now?
Does anyone happen to know Duskelvish?
Oh, damn, it's like the closest thing that I have is Frost Elvish.
No. I have Elvin.
So
but
you can make me a society check to try to translate this, but it is going to take an hour to translate it. Alternatively, you do also have Fleur who you can call on.
Yeah,
and
but
Fleur does know Duskelvish.
if we call on her, wouldn't that be used in an edge point?
No, that's only for avoiding detection.
Ah, okay. Then what's the downside of calling for Fleur? What do you guys think?
This is like
What?
Prices or
this
what's the name of that
word
show?
or
Would you like to call a friend?
what that word?
Probably.
Willow,
Well, it has
strange script. You have such familiarity with obscure text that you can compel them to reveal their secrets. Once per day, you can touch a single text, such as a tome, a wall of hieroglyphics, or something similar, and understand its meaning for 1 hour.
But
If the text is in multiple languages, you gain the ability to understand them all for only the purposes of reading the text. If the text is in a code or a cipher, you don't automatically understand the text, but you gain a +2 circumstance bonus to
I
check
guess
to decipher
either
it.
that or
Yeah, that actually works. That actually does work.
yes.
Is this a spell?
Yes.
So you gain for 1 hour the ability to read Duskelvish, but only for this letter. And Willow, this letter reads, "My love, every day apart from you is like torture upon my soul. I wish I could take you away from your loveless marriage and marry you under the sign of the empty death. That first day we met and fell in love replays over and over in my mind. It was the spring of 2739, and I will always remember it, especially our first night together. Please do return to Olympus soon. I shall count the days until such day you do return. Love always, Avenue. You can make
So
me
later.
a society check. And if Willow read this out loud, anyone can write me a society check.
Oh yeah, I would have read it out loud.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you, Willow.
Everyone can make a society check.
Nice. In this case,
Even
just
though it's
subtract
Very high.
But Makoto?
value band.
Even though mine's not very high.
Yeah, even though yours
That's
isn't very high.
And in my case, just
Oh.
subtract 4
Oh
from
my
mine,
gosh,
so
I
that
was
is
afraid that I got another one.
I made you think that Tavanu is the name of another ancient one. You just have ancient ones on the brain today.
I really do.
And Makoto,
Yeah, so
you
the
think
minus
Tavanu is the name of a Mystimon. Rat
dear, that-
and
accurate or
Ada. Rat and Ada, you both know that in Duskelvish culture, Tavanu is a female name. It is a female Duskelvish name. So that implies...
I said, are you sure it's not a female Mystimon?
No, it's a name for female Discalvish.
Darn, I was sure. Learn something new every day.
So,
Yeah.
at this point, the door behind you opens, and standing there in the doorway is Vera. Make me perception checks to sense motive.
Gonna murder us.
Okay. Willow, you think she is very happy.
I already feel like, I already get a feeling I feel like.
Oh, she enjoys having her secrets be pried upon. She's very happy.
Reading her secret journals.
Her secret affairs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Everybody's
She didn't
happy
have a
when
trap
everybody
set
does.
for it for any reason at all.
Yeah, no, it was just a surprise. Remember?
Anyways,
She said she loved it as a gift.
Rat,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
actually the only one to pick up on this. You can see a very solemn look in her eyes.
Solemn.
And a very solemn look. And she says, so you know, as she steps into the room, not even bothering to close the door, she steps over to a padded chair and slumps over into it. You know the truth now. Yes, I am myself guilty of the very crime the Circle wants to remain a crime. I am having an affair with a woman, and I love her so, so much. Cuthbert doesn't know. His father and I have not worked for a very long time, but also I'm not sure he would even care if he knew. I'm sure you've suspected. Just as Lady Alverine has been controlling the goblin there, she's got him under some kind of spell as well. I don't know what it is, but when I look in his eyes, I do not see my son. I will tell you everything. Please, do everything that you can to save my son from her spell and influence, and stop them. What the Circle is planning is so much worse than just framing Councilor Astoria. I suspect that the creature that attacked you outside, that was Lady Alverne's doing. She's trying to prevent you from finding the truth. What she is planning, what the Circle is planning, is much worse than just framing Councilor Astoria. Much worse. They're planning to cast a ritual to cause a super eclipse. If that happens, void gates will open all over the world and there will be nothing to stop the Ancient Ones. Lady Alverine is indeed Samita Myrtle. She is a cruel and vicious woman who wants to enslave the entire lower class of this country. I am indeed Miss Arior. There was a time when I used to believe in the Circle of Crowls, but then I met Tavanu, and I fell in love with her. And over time, I grew more and more disconnected from the Circle. The one responsible for the heinous murder of Alverine Astier is indeed your goblin friend. I am sorry to say. You were being controlled in your sleep. I don't know how she does it, I was never trusted with that information, sadly. Nor do I know any way to break her connection to you. You committed the murder, and then Luna's beaded necklace, which I stole from her, was left at the scene in order to make it appear she did it. She looks around at all of you. Use your school's paper to expose the circle. I will tell you all that I know. A few of your school's professors are members, I do believe, but I don't know who they are. As for the vote tomorrow, the vote is supposed to be a hand count vote. I will motion for it to be a blind vote, and then I will vote for the measure myself. The measure will pass. I will ensure it. You can now ask any questions that you may have.
I got a couple, but if anybody else wants to start off, you can go ahead.
Well, look over at it. Back to Vera.
Don't really have that many questions for once.
Just occasionally looking at Rat. But for most part, like Vera, Willow would say, was there... Or, well, actually, Willow... I don't really know how much Willow would know about, I guess, what happens when someone commits a crime, but do they know enough to know that or anything about that, I guess? I was gonna ask, Willow was gonna ask about, I guess, Rat, if they're going away, or if there's like a way for them not to go away.
I don't know. That's something that you guys will have to work out, and I'm sorry, I don't know anything about how he was being controlled. I do know that he can use that as a defense, that he was being controlled by some kind of magic, but not knowing how, I'm not sure how successful that defense will be. Any other questions?
Yes, well, I have one more question. How can we, I guess, you said that you want us to save your son? Or not save, but save them from being, I guess, mind controlled?
I don't know. I have no idea what kind of spell or whatever it is that she's using to control him. Just try to do whatever you can.
Do you know where your son went?
At this time, I don't know.
Cuthbert, right?
Yes, yeah, it is
Okay.
Cuthbert. At this time, I don't know where he could be. My guess is he's gone after the last target that she directed him towards, and I believe that is your friends, Koi and Ira. Anyone else have any questions?
Makoto, do you have anything to ask?
You don't have anything you want to ask?
I don't think so.
Okay.
All right, then. Then I shall ask a couple of my questions.
Okay.
Rat will look, upon realizing that he killed somebody, he looks down. Then, what's the layout? Can you give me a more accurate description of the layout? Are we still inside, like, this room? Is there
You are still inside this, Vera's office, yeah.
Okay, is there a chair or something like that? Or is it only just floors?
Yeah, there's another chair.
Yeah. So upon seeing that, Ryder's is gonna look at the chair. He's gonna walk up to it. His spurs clinking along with each step as he walks to the chair. The spurs clinking heavily as each time his boots hit the ground. It's heavier. As he sits on the chair, he looks down. He takes his hat, covers his eyes with it. So you're telling me that I killed somebody?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, so what does this mean? Does this mean that I have to get arrested and be put behind bars?
I'm not going to turn you in. Your friends may do whatever they want to do, but I would speak with your school's headmistress. She might know something. She might have some idea.
What if I want to turn myself in and say that I actually killed them?
I would still speak with your headmistress. Before you do anything, speak with her.
Fair enough. She is a boss lady. I do got one question. Well, I got multiple questions, but I feel like you won't have the answers to them.
I'll answer whatever I can.
How did Sermina Merle come to control me? And am I still in danger of being under her control? For example, let's say that we're out and we have to go to sleep. Would it be possible for me to just be under her control and then possibly kill a friend of mine? He says, looking around to the other hidden archive members.
As you may have actually discovered from her journal, I assume you have her journal. We actually found this was something that she was very, very, very upset about. One of the other members had a keen observation that you cannot be controlled to kill someone, to do something subconsciously that you would be morally opposed to, and that would include killing your friends. She found that out when she tried to have you kill Boy and Ira. She could not get you to kill them, but she was able to get you to kill Alverine Astier because I assume because you do not know this person. You did not know him, so your friends would be safe.
Right. I see. When did this happen?
Well, it happened yesterday morning.
I see. This whole controlling me then. This started around what? A few months back?
Yes.
A few weeks back?
Yes, a few months back, as far as I know. I am not sure how she does it.
I see.
I was never trusted with that information, sadly. If I knew, I would tell you how to stop it. Believe me.
Usually people are all the way at the top, trust no one except themselves with information like that. Gives a big sigh. Is there any way to break this? Or am I just permanently a puppet?
I'm not entirely sure, but I would have some hope that you can break this spell, whatever it is. Have a little hope.
That's a bit crazy to think about, considering the stuff that the hidden archives get against you. Seems like hope is the only thing we can get.
I can only imagine.
I do got one final question for you, miss.
Sure.
Where's the person you're having an affair with right now?
Avenue is in Olympus.
Might have ran into them a couple of times without even realizing who they were.
Maybe. What I can give you probably isn't enough information to shut down this organization, sadly. Keep working this case, but I can at least help you clear Luna's name and ensure that the vote passes. I'm sorry I can't do any more. At the end of the day tomorrow, I will resign my seat.
No, but you should probably keep in my opinion, and help us out.
You can make me a diplomacy check.
Alrighty. I am not very good at this, so I'm just gonna hope for the best.
So, she says, if you think that's best, I will do what I can to continue to help Luna and Kyrene and the others.
I will say, though, this might put a target on your back, so if you prefer to sit down and just lie back and let all this be on your behind and let the hidden archives pick up your slack, then go ahead. We're not going to hold a knife to your throat and demand you help us. I want you to understand that.
I understand. I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can to help stop the Circle of Crowls and end their plans.
Do you still keep in contact with your affair?
When I can. I hope that once this measure passes, I will be able to bring it more into the open.
Good. That's good to hear.
There's one more thing. Once the measure passes, expect a swift and harsh reaction from the Circle of Crowls. I don't know too much about it, but I can tell you with some level of certainty that the bomb threats that have the guard on high alert, the Circle is responsible for them. I have it on pretty good authority that Samita had explosives hidden somewhere in the city. It is likely her contingency plan. She might also be targeting your academy. I do know that I have heard her having arguments over Comstone with Headmistress Dawn. I believe she dislikes her. I didn't hear too much, but I do recall Headmistress Dawn was responding with a great deal of sarcasm and a flippant attitude to all of Samita's concerns. And that alone would have angered her. This sounds exactly like the crystal you know.
Yeah.
So, as you all leave the council hall and you leave the palace district, you have what you need for now to clear Luna's name. As you return to the archive, in order to examine the clues and everything that you've found, it is now raining outside apparently, and we have flash floods apparently.
Oh no.
I don't know how that. Apparently, we had some. Ignore that. So I don't know why there would be flash floods in Almana, in northern Almana. But anyways, by noon the next day, and I'm going to go ahead and activate this one. So by noon the next day, coverage of the vote is playing over the radio that Lorena has brought down into the archive, and you've already heard that all charges against Councilor Luna Astoria have been dismissed due to all of the evidence that you collected. In the light of all of that, Rat, you have already had a meeting with Crystal. In the meeting, Crystal listened to you and your reasoning for believing that you deserve to face some sort of penalty despite the fact that you are being controlled. And she came to a decision of what to do about it. And she got on the Comstone with Skinny and spoke directly with the Magi Guard. And she enters the archive, listening to the coverage of the vote for a minute, and she turns to Rat. May I have a word?
Basically. What you want, boss lady?
She pulls you aside, and as you come aside with her, she looks at you straight. Listen, I understand your feelings of guilt and remorse, and despite that you were not in your control. So does Kyrene. Actually, she spent 3 hours telling me a story of the time she dealt with a case where someone was mind-controlled. I get it. That being said, I have spoken with the Magi Guard and with the judge. They've agreed to community service. You'll actually find this hilarious. She hands you a parchment. As you open the parchment and read it, you do a double take. It reads, "Working the Myrtle Vineyard." She holds up her hand, snickering. Hold on. Before you say anything, this was actually Skinny's idea, so blame her. Myrtle is your suspect for leader of the Circle of Crowls, correct?
Yeah.
And I can tell you in my dealings with her, honestly, I would love to pull one over on her. She is a very, very unpleasant woman, to say the least. Think about it. If you're working the vineyard, that gives you ample opportunity to continue to investigate her and find enough evidence to take her down. Use the school paper to take them down, as Veira told you. Did you ever come up with a name for this for the paper? What are you going to call it?
I like the name Hidden Truths. Well, that's just me. What about the rest of you, gang? He says, looking over to Willow, Makoto, Ada, and Ame.
I don't have any ideas.
The closest thing that came to my mind was Daily Dredge.
And Makoto, what idea do you have for a name for the paper?
I don't have an idea for a name, but I like Rats.
You like Hidden Truths.
Yeah.
Okay. Hidden Truths is, I guess, what you're going with. So.
Yippee!
She says, use the school paper to take them down, as Veira told you. And that is actually a brilliant idea. And then she motions for you to look at the second page. And as you look at the second page, it indicates that your dormitory assignment has been moved to where Cuthbert's dorm once was. Now, while I moved Cuthbert there next door to Koi and Ira, admittedly to mess with him, I moved your assignment there for a good reason. Since Cuthbert was a traitor and apparently out to kill Koi and Ira, I want them to be as protected and safe as I can possibly make them. And to that end, Makoto, may I speak with you, please?
Certainly.
For Kauai and Ira's safety and protection, and with Cuthbert out there now, I have doubled patrol around the dormitory, to be sure, but I also wanted to know if you would be willing to dorm on the other side of them from Rat. So you would be on one side of Kauai and Ira's dorm, and Rat would be on the other.
I see no issue with this.
Wait. Well, why me? After all, I was one of the people that tried to kill them originally. Why still try to trust me? Isn't that a big liability?
No, it's not. As actually Kyrene told me very, very harshly, and believe me, Kyrene is very knowledgeable with these types of things. She was very, very adamant that there was absolutely no way that you would try to kill Kauai and Ira. There was no way that that Simita Myrtle would be able to command you to kill them, because you will not kill anyone that is a friend to you subconsciously.
But wait, hold on. But why me? Wouldn't trusting the defense of somebody else make sense to somebody more combat oriented? Like, it looks over time, hey, who's currently grading papers. The grind don't stop. Someone like him, or someone that has a bit
In
more
the teacher's lounge, the student lounge, or
Yeah.
dormitories.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
trust
I
you,
mean-
Rat. I trust you, Rat.
He's stun locked for half a second. I mean, you do realize I am one of the people that causes the most troubles, right? I create a lot of problems for the hidden archives. I'm losing my damn mind. You can trust somebody way more qualified than me, right?
And frankly, that's precisely why you should be the one.
I don't understand. Did you lose your mind too? That I will look up. You truly are an idiot, right? She's just giving you a chance to prove your worth. Goes back to grading his paper.
This is for Kauai and Ira's protection. Cuthbert, being a traitor and a threat to them now, admittedly has me a bit paranoid and concerned for their safety. And Luna as well. It was her actually who made this request. And as Mikado gave her answer, you hear the announcement on the radio. Once again, the measure has passed. The measure has passed 8 votes to 6. What a wonderful day. The old taboos are no more. Huh. She really did it. I spoke to Luna just before she went into the council hall. She said she didn't think they would have enough votes based on her projection at the time. It would have been a tie. But with Councilor Bradus, it was just enough to push it over the finish line. And suddenly you hear a huge boom from up top. And then another one further away. And then another.
Oh my god. Oh
Crystal
no.
bolts for the doors and runs for the stairs. And as you get outside, you see a billow of smoke rising from the gate into Calroon. Crystal has already bolted in that direction as she calls out to Diana. Diana, where's Daphne? Is she safe? It turns back to other professors who are running in that direction. Set up a perimeter. Investigators, work with them. Keep the students back. Daphne's fine. She's back at home, calls out Diana. This reminds me of the time you blew up the alchemy lab. Allegedly. This wasn't me either. As they get up to the gate, Crystal calls out, "Healers, we need you!" As healers approach the blast site, Mikado, you're a healer. I assume you're going too. Willow, you're a healer. I assume you're going too.
Yes.
As you get up to the blast site, you find that the gateway into the city has completely been leveled and decimated, and the way into the city is blocked. Diana is on the comstone with Magi Guard. She looks up at Crystal. It's the same across the city. All of the city gates have been destroyed. There's no way in or out. We're trapped. Crystal looks at her with surprise. Then she gathers you. Didn't you say that Councilor Bradus warned the Circle would respond if the vote passed? Do you think this is them?
That would be likely.
Whoever did this, at any rate, even with scions and magic, it could still take days to clear the rubble and repair the gates, says Diana. I would estimate around 2 or 3 weeks, maybe more, she says. In that time, who knows what could happen? The guard will be stretched thin. That will mean criminals will take advantage of the situation. So, a normal bolt day, is that what you're saying? Says Crystal. She looks back at you. If Myrtle finds out Councilor Bradus voted to approve the measure, do you think that might also provoke a reaction? As you realize what she means, she says, warn her as soon as possible. I will contact the Palace District Guard and inform them to place extra security on her.
All right.
And to be continued next time on Mystimon Saga Hidden Archives. If you enjoyed today's show, how about you do us a favor and drop us a like and a comment and maybe consider subscribing. We would also love for you to join our Discord community. Catch our next episode, apparently middle December, for the holiday session. This will be a special holidays episode, and it will be a one-shot, completely disconnected from any of this.
The Hidden Archives will save Christmas.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Catch our next episode. Catch our holiday special coming in the middle of December, and then season 13 will be premiering in January. Or you can catch us on our podcast. Thank you, and we will see you next time. But before we go, a gruff Galvaran Magi Guard officer looks on as a group of other officers are cordoning off the scene before them. Standing in the middle of an alleyway, a Galvaran woman with round glasses comes up behind him. Another one? What is this? Like the 6th victim this week? What in the world do you think is doing this? She says. The man takes a deep drag on his cigar and then releases a puff of smoke. That's your department. I just solved the crime. If this is a crime, I'm not so sure we're dealing with any normal criminal scum here. What could it possibly be then? Says the woman. According to my examination of the other victims, I can't possibly imagine any Mystimon capable of doing anything like this. I thought for a moment a scion maybe, but I don't think there's any scion powerful enough to do something like this. Not even Kyron Kamuya if she were physically capable of such a thing. So, what you're saying is that it would have to have been some creature with massive psionic power, even more powerful than any scion in this world. I am only a medical examiner. I report to you as I see it. It is up to you to interpret it. She says she sets up to work on the body lying on the ground before them. It is a Galvaran man, middle-aged, his body lying in grotesque form with his arms sprawled out, with blood pooling out of his eye sockets where his eyes once were, as well as his ears and nose. There were those detectives here in Evergreen City a number of months ago for the championship games. Have you thought perhaps of contacting them at all? They seem to have a handle on this sort of thing. You suggest that I call a bunch of people who play detective to solve this for us? Have you gone mad? Says the Galvaran man as he starts to turn away. It was only a suggestion. If I call on them, it will be as suspects. You're right, they seem to know something about this sort of thing. A suspicious amount. They know more than they're telling. He says as he starts to walk away. I will be away for a few weeks. Why? Where are you going? Halrune. Those detectives know something, and I will find out what it is. And the man is gone before the woman can say another word. She looks back down at the body as she's examining. I don't think they could have possibly had anything to do with this, she says. May the gods protect them. When Inspector Raptar Rallahorn sets his sights on a suspect, he never lets go. This has been a production of Mystimon Saga Studios. Mystimon Saga is copyrighted 1995 to 2025 by Sethra Mitchell. and is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share Alike. The theme music used in this production is Shattered Glass by CJBeards. It is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution. Ambience and other music used in this production was provided by Tabletop Audio and is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Non-Derivatives. Pathfinder 2nd Edition role-playing game is written and distributed by Paizo. If you would like to learn more about Mystimon Saga, visit world.mystimonsaga.com.